What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at player moments. Doherty. Obviously he is in player moments, same as McGeady for St. Paddy's Day. Unfortunately for the day, they are not necessarily ruined in terms of the content, but obviously last year we got a brand new foundations that made bronze packs just absolutely incredible to use. Irish players were all up there. I remember back in the day they did a full Irish team, which yes, I think was only like +1 or 2 on their main cards, but something different. This year they've gone for a moments SBC of 100k and they've gone for a 74 Silver Star McGeady. It's fair enough, and I feel like that's kind of like the content we're getting to now. It's very samey. We're getting a lot of moments, we're getting a lot of flashbacks, nothing new, nothing exciting. Obviously we've had a couple of promos like Freeze that to me weren't awful, but I feel like they could have been a bit more inventive with this, to be honest with you. Remember when we used to have tournaments, single player tournaments, where you could do St. Paddy's Day literally over and over again, getting like 12k a time? We miss them days, and kind of where the game was just a little bit more fun. Doherty, though, we've obviously got a job to do with the player review. He has gone up 6 ratings, which is pretty cool. Obviously, he's got a very, very big upgrade in terms of his common gold card. And he has had a 15 pace, 19 shooting, 9 dribbling, 6 passing, 4 physical, and 6 defending upgrade. So a big, big upgrade. Obviously, solid player that, thanks to a comment, I completely forgot the name, but big shout out. They'll know who they are. That solid player means basically they don't get injured very often, or it's rare to get injured. So that's a really nice little trait to have. Obviously, in terms of kind of looking at his stats, great pace on him. The physicality side of him could do with some work with an anchor, but obviously he's got great stamina. Agility balance 76 is not awful. It's not the greatest, but it's not awful. Composure at 80 could be a bit of an issue. I'm hoping it isn't. Obviously it's had a whopping +10 on it, and the chemistry style we're going to be going for is the big boy Shadow. Turn him into a 92 rated center right back. I'm interested how he's going to play. Obviously he is officially a right wing back. We're going to play him at right back with the overlapping factor, so let's jump straight into him, see what he can do. Doherty on the ball for the first time. Lovely passing. That's a great ball back to him. Manages to keep the ball as well. Apart from that one, that was poor. Lovely little bit of passing going on though, straight off the bat. Feels comfortable. I like it. And again to Doherty. He's got Pele on his tail. Rui Costa. What can we do with it, kid? Into him. I want to see that lovely turn. Oh, why is Rui Costa moving there? Had it perfectly ready for the pass back. Into Doherty again. Gonna see that pace side of him. Tavernier's gonna come in though. Obviously a quality right back. Doherty down the wing. Got Ansu Fati. It's a lovely ball, keeps it in play. I think 100k is an absolute steal for him. That's a wonderful ball itself. But it's a lovely card for 100k. There is a few options at right back. Obviously we will go through them in the overall. So there is a problem in terms of fullbacks. We see it constantly with any informs or any specials. There is an absolute abundance of them. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually uses him in the team, because realistically he's an 87 right wing back. We've got plenty of them. Obviously we've gone through Zambrotta, we've gone through Lam, and honestly most of them are relatively the same. See him managing to do this. You love to see it. Oh, nearly got all the way through. It has fallen back to Muller. Can we get it back on him? I really wanted to score with him, to be fair. Doherty down the wing. Literally everybody's left him completely. What can we find from him? Feels nice on the ball as well. Get that ball in. Okay, Cantona reaching the header there. Doherty is going to see it out. Get a through ball down a wing. It's a beautiful ball. Lovely weight onto it. Ah, why can't we get that cross in? Honestly, I still need to learn how to do that, because there was a perfect ball into Socrates there. All coming from that one pass. See it down the wing as well, or at least to Rui Costa's feet. Doherty down the wing. We're going to try and deliver it with him. Big ball in to cracking cross. Cantona's going to finish it, and it's another goal. Great little cross in there from Doherty. He's going to make a great right wing back, and obviously that is the position on the card. He's going to be someone that if you are playing a 5 at the back, then obviously you do need someone like that to go through. So going into the overall for Doherty then. Obviously, he's coming in at about 102k. In terms of SBC, it is literally 1, and that is an 84, 80 chem with 1 Premier League. So, literally, if we are just going to take a quick look to see what that looks like, obviously they go with off leagues. Premier League, you can literally just have 1 or 2. It's very standard. Obviously, this guy's gone with practically a whole Brazilian team. It's got an 85, an 85, and then the rest of them are 84s, 83s, and 182, 2 82s. So it's a relatively standard. You're looking at the prices. Obviously, some of them will be inflated, and it depends on when you want to do this card. If you want to complete him later on, or you want to complete him now, you have got until... Let's have a quick look. We just need to leave that. You have got 6 days remaining, so plenty of time to go for it. Obviously, we may or may not get a promo this weekend, which hopefully we do, because I would like some sort of promo to keep going, but it is what it is. We've not seen no promo in 2 weeks for a long time. But in terms of Doherty, you've got plenty of time to get this card done. There's upgrade packs out. There's gold upgrades still there. You should be able to grind that 84 rated squad pretty easily. 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Again, I would like the skill moves if I'm using him as a right wing back. If I'm using him more as a kind of just a right back, absolutely fine with a 4-star weak foot. Skill moves pretty irrelevant if you are just staying back whilst attack. And obviously stats wise, looks pretty good. I would potentially like the anchor, just because I feel like he's already got so much pace. Going from 93 to 97 I feel like isn't necessarily awful, but then you also get that huge boost on his strength and aggression, which I think will come in very handy. But overall he's a good card. 100k, he's a solid right back. The only problem I have with these fullbacks is if we have a look at right back already, we've got Team of the Year Trent, so pretty much the highest rated right back you can get. We have What If Pereira, who has been upgraded now, so he is now an 89. We obviously have Team of the Group Stage Trent, Road to the Final Cancelo that can still go up. We have Future Star James. We have obviously Doherty, another Cancelo, a free Bellerin, Walker who just seems to be cracked. You can get my drift. There is so many fullbacks, and this is literally just one league. There is plenty of leagues with some really good fullbacks, and it's gonna be, you're gonna have to stick out to be able to stay in people's teams, or untradeable kind of packs that link with them. Personally, if you get an icon, you kind of fit him in where you can, whereas this guy, he's gonna have to have either another Spurs player, someone like a Bale, or you're gonna have Irish players or Premier League players, obviously, and then the final one, which is icons. So it all depends on what you've got in your club. If you are starting out new, then it's going to be a little bit harder unless you are building a perfect Prem team, basically a full Prem team. Then that's fair enough. But other than that, Ireland isn't the easiest ones to link, because they don't really have too many high rateds other than the icons and a few golds that do pretty well. McGeady was normally one of them who does get kind of like flashbacks or moments himself, but this year he is a silver beast, which I'm in two minds about. I do like McGeady as like an 80-90 plus, but unfortunately last year I really didn't like him at all. We did both of them. I think you could go and redo both, and honestly he just wasn't it, to be honest. But overall for Doherty, the pace is nice. Obviously if we do out the anchor on, pace is brilliant, the defending's brilliant, the physicality is really nice, the passing's decent. Dribbling wise, again, he's not necessarily the most agile, but he gets the job done. That is the big thing with this card. I've really noticed how much he can tackle, so I'm very interested to see what other people are thinking. Let me know down below if you reckon this card is worth 100k. If not, let me know the price down below, what you would pay for this card. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.